What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. That's right, your boy's back. Thank you guys for waiting patiently. I appreciate you, all the love that you got while I was away. Thank you so much for the well wishes. It was a fun trip. I'm not gonna lie, it was a fun trip. It's tough to travel with kids, so thank you so much for waiting, guys, and being patient. Thank you for all those who subscribed and all of you guys who commented and stayed on the Discord, etc., and just wish me, a great vacation. I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you, guys. So we got a big patch coming up. Yeah, this has been a boring as fuck patch. Let's not lie. This has been boring AF. A lot of us have just kind of been on autopilot right now. Even though Igris has been a blast, the game has been a little bit stale. This has been a good time to kind of like revamp your teams, farm a little bit, get yourself some gear, etc., right? And I think a lot of us have been doing that along the way. So let's talk about what's coming up though, because there is quite a bit coming up in the actual patch that's going to be released in the next, I don't know what, week and a half, 2 weeks, 2 weeks maybe away. So we're not too far away from it. So I wanted to go over everything that's available. But before I do that, don't forget this. That's right, guys. Wouldn't be a video without this. Content Creator Program is going on for Season 15. Remember to hit that support button, get yourself some free codes. We got a brand new code on the way. 2 of the other codes already expired, so if you did not get the codes, it's probably a little bit too late. But we have more codes on the way, guys, including another 3 or 4 should be coming your way. So please, guys, hit that support button, get yourself in. It's absolutely free, and it's pinned in every single description and every single video comment section. All right, guys, let's go over what to expect in the upcoming patch. All right, so there's a lot going on here. Main story update, retake the city. I personally love this art. Like, this art is amazing, and it is following the manhwa, of course, with the Giants invasion. You guys can see Beru over here, Igris with our boy Sung Jin-woo, and it looks incredible. So I'm very happy about this, and it's like going very close to some of the other bigger names in the Monarchs, right? So we're going to be seeing quite a bit. So Japan falls into chaos due to a dungeon break. Sung Jin-woo has to battle to stop the Giants occupying the city. Amidst the overwhelming advance of the Shadow Army, Jin-woo encounters Hars, an entity emitting an eerie magical power. While Japan hunters watch in awe, Thomas Andre, watching from the other side of the globe, remains certain of Jin-woo's victory. Experience the next chapter of Sung Jin-woo's journey as he again transcends his limits on the battlefield. And this, the good thing about this one is it's not an original story. This is the real manhwa, right? Kind of taken to effect finally, because we do get a lot of original story stuff. Not to mention, guys, we got a brand new workshop of Brilliant Light finally coming through, and it is looking like it's one of the Monarchs finally. So Rock Passa, aka Tarnak, a lot of us know him as Tarnak, trials for the Peak of Valor. In the newly opened workshop of Brilliant Light, you will face 5 trials to prove your worth. 5, guys. It's gonna be a big one. To reach the apex, you must demonstrate not just raw power, but honor, might, and precision. Strategically utilize the trials and blessings provided at each stage to overcome the rigid overseer and emerge victorious. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like the last WOBL was actually very tough. This is the first one on my free-to-play account. I was not able to finish the POS 20. This is the only one I have not been able to finish POS 20. That still remains to be seen if that's gonna be possible by the time it ends and moves over to this one. But we do have a gorgeous looking image here. Honestly, it looks like a raid on World of Warcraft, and 5 bosses is a lot of bosses. That is, try to remember when the last time we had that. I don't know if we've ever had 5 bosses. I think the most we've had was maybe 4. So this is going to be a very big WOBL, and one that may keep us busy, especially on hard mode when it comes out. So this is a big deal, guys. So looking forward to this, especially with the new layer of strategy they're talking about. I'm hoping it's not just all TP, which it is always TP related, but hoping there's more strategy involved. The last WOBL was in fact tougher than any WOBL, but that was also because the TP was much higher to even get close, right? All right, so SLC finals and offline event announcements. The SLC finals are happening as well too. The DN Coliseum, the site of the incredible passion for our first Korean tournament. So this has been going on. The sad part about this is they're only taking 3 of each region. Last time was 8, so we had a lot more participants. This time it's going to be a much shorter event, which is good and bad, because last one lasted almost a whole night. But this is going to be a much shorter event, and one that I think that a lot of people are going to be looking forward to, including myself, to watch and see some of the best in the world there. I wish I could go and actually host. Always been a dream to go and host, but I don't think that they're going to be doing that. They're probably going to have the usual host that they usually have, and they do a fantastic job, so kudos to them. All right, gameplay improvements and features. This is, of course, going to be mattering to us. So if you have not been doing so already, guys, you should be doing this. Oh, this is stupid auto on POS 20. I don't have a breaker there. So if you are not doing this, you should be doing this already, and that is going to be making sure that you have yourself all of this saved, right? Hold on a sec. Activity funds. Make sure you've been saving this. It's coming up, right? You guys can see how much I've saved. That's going to help you at least get a few levels. We're going to level 140. That's right. It looks like the whole 3 levels at a time or 5 levels at a time is now gone. They're now sticking to the new format, and it looks like it's going to be level 140, 10 more levels again, which is not bad because all of us are able to hit it. But here's the only dilemma I have with this, guys. Some people are happy about this. I'm personally not that happy about it, and there's a reason why. The reason I'm not happy about it is because I do enjoy hitting that reputation more often. The more reputation you hit, the more essence stones you get, and the more essence stones you get, obviously works out better for us, right? So essence stones and free tickets. So the fact that they're not allowing us to get more of that is kind of a bummer. I'm not gonna lie. So 3 more minutes we get this one. So that's kind of been a problem in my opinion. Sorry, I literally just got in, so I'm trying to get this done as soon as possible. So I think it's very important to realize that things like this are going to happen more often, that the game is becoming a little less free-to-play friendly. Yes, that is the case, guys. I'm sorry to say. As much as I love this game, I have to admit that it's becoming harder and harder to consider this more free-to-play than ever. It has become a little bit more pay-to-win. It's being a lot harder now to keep up with everything. And because of that, it's honestly, you have to consider what it is. It is becoming more pay-to-win. And that's okay. Honestly, it's given us over a year and a half of bliss of free-to-play action, so I can't hate on that, all right? But it is becoming more pay-to-win. So level 140 coming our way. That's going to be happening. Sorry, I had to make sure I finished that. We are restructuring the combat in Story 0, Chapter 02 to improving the tutorial system. Nobody cares about that unless you're new, so kudos to the new folks. The new Hunter Protocol will be added to expand opportunities for testing out new hunters and provide a wider range of combat experience. I'm very interested in this. Curious to see what they do here. I hope this is to allow people to use the hunters at max capacity while they're out so people can see if they're worth summoning. I think that's a really, really cool feature if that's what they're talking about, although I don't think that's what it is. I hope that's what it is. To resolve inconvenience during play, we're improving the targeting logic for some of Sun's new skills: Crushing Blow, Cutting Rush, Kasaka, Venom Fangs, Night Killer. Don't even know why some of these are there. The QTEs are fine. Visual clarity in the game for elemental accumulation and elemental overload status will be enhanced as well to result in better flow of battle. Great. To reduce play fatigue, we're improving animations controls for dice event. Cool. New skill rune will be added, so save your runes, guys. A special Valentine's event will be held. Innovation in artifacts. This is a huge one. So artifacts have been a problem for many, many people, and to alleviate the stress of collecting artifacts to help focus on the joy of the game, they're doing a major rehaul of Encore missions, and they're calling it Encore Dungeon. So all into one. This change will not happen all at once. Instead, they're going to roll out sequence from March to May to ensure the system stabilizes smoothly. Along this restructuring, we're refining the gear progression structure by adding a system that allows you to select specific artifacts to obtain as rewards, which is massive. This is huge. The biggest part of the change that they're ever going to make is this. While you previously had to repeat specific dungeons for certain pieces, you can now target the exact artifacts that you want. Regardless of the dungeon, reward drops will, according to your selecting targets, significantly both increasing the efficiency and the chance of getting the gear you want. And also, to further enhance convenience, we're also improving artifact management features. Give us more inventory. Thank you. Right over here, you guys can see they'll automatically lock or salvage gear for us. Just give us more inventory. That's another really easy way to do this. Furthermore, if you select a hunter you wish to grow, the system will help you easily configure reward settings based on that hunter, which is amazing. The current entrance structure divided into Dungeon New mode and Hunter mode will be maintained, so you can continue to enjoy the familiar experience of dungeon rotations and battle missions. Okay, so the couple really good things, and of course, a code is coming on the way as well too. This is the code down here. Most of you probably have it already. I didn't get a chance to cover this. I was in Mexico, but a lot of good things are on the way, guys. This is a huge feature. Now, one more thing they need to add. Just let us pick the stats we want, right? Pick, like, it doesn't have to. Allowing us to choose the stats we want on the gear versus rolling those stats is two different things. Allowing us to choose 3 of the 4 stats on the gear that we want, I think, is the chef's kiss. A little bit of RNG with more control, but then the actual rolling part is where they can get us. If the rolls aren't what we want, we can use the reset enhancement tickets at that point. So if they make that change, guys, it will be absolutely incredible. All right, folks, we are going to see a live stream in the month of February. February 10th is the next live stream. It's going to be on Tuesday, the 10th. I'll be covering it. So we'll be seeing that. Plus, obviously, the release of brand new character Miri will be available as well too. She is now currently haunting us somewhere around this whole area, so keep an eye out for her, guys. There she is, right there. Boom, right there. We see her right there. So we got a new girl on the way. So look forward to her release, and she's supposed to be the infuser for water. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's good to be back. Love you guys. Peace out.